Hello, everyone. This is Eric and Cindy. Here again, we wanted to discuss with you guys about our life in the California, San Francisco Bay Area, just to fill you in on what was going on. As you know, San Francisco is about a 1 hour flight from Los Angeles, north, and we have cities around there called Oakland, Berkeley, Walnut Creek. Those are some of our favorite spots to go. We enjoyed going to those towns. Each one of them had various things you could do, like the Berkeley Pier. There was lots of barbecuing going on there around the pier. We would go there. Uh, we also enjoy going to Pleasanton area, which is not too far from Oakland and the East Bay. There's a favorite comedy club of ours out there called Tommy T's. We enjoyed going there, and we saw various comedians from all around the world there. That was a lot of fun. What about you, Cindy? Can you think of some things we enjoyed doing in California?
Um, I don't know. Aside from the weather that is good, uh, we we're not doing a lot of swimming there because it's too cold. Water's gonna be too cold. Vegas. I don't know, California.
We went to Vegas. We did go to Vegas maybe at least 3 or 4 times during the time you were there.
All right. So the things that I like to do in California, I would say going to the park and barbecue with friends, with Eric.
Well, I can also add to that and say that I enjoyed going to the wine country. It was a very nice little drive up there, maybe 40, 45 minutes. We go to the wine country and go wine tasting. Some of the best wineries in the world were there. Chardonnay makers were there, and you could go around and test their wines for a small fee, and you make a day out of it. Sometimes people will get a limo ride to avoid getting any kind of trouble with drunk driving. Go up there and make a whole day out of it, going from winery to winery. You could set up a little picnic, and you can buy the cheese and crackers and hors d'oeuvres at various places up there. Pick up a bottle of wine and go sit out and drink it. That was very nice as well. Just being in the Bay Area was nice because we would often have a rivalry between the sports teams there. For example, there was the 49ers in football versus the Oakland Raiders in Oakland. And when you have a game between these two, they called it a Bay Bridge series. And there was a lot of excitement going on with those teams. In basketball, there's the Warriors versus most likely somebody in LA, like the Lakers, Warriors versus the Lakers. That brought up a lot of excitement in the area, and it was a lot of fun to either go to the game or watch it at a sports bar. And a lot of times people will have parties for these things, for these types of events. For a number of years, the Bay Area had championship teams, including the Warriors, and then the 49ers for several years were Super Bowl champions. So that all those things provided a lot of excitement and entertainment. All right, Cindy, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about what you enjoyed up there while we were living in the States.
Okay, so yeah, I enjoyed some things in there that we used to do, like barbecuing in the backyard. Um, of course, picnic, barbecuing, and I've learned some dishes as well that I haven't tried cooking here in Philippines. I'm into food, and I have a background in the restaurant jobs, so I'm keen to learn new dishes or to cook new. So I have cooked ribs, barbecue ribs. I have tried cooking different kinds of cooking for pastas. I would say salmon. What else? Steak, asparagus with steak. I mean steak with asparagus. I have put up a dinner for a Thanksgiving dinner for Eric's folks who visited us there in San Francisco Bay Area. And what else? Help me out.
Yes, she did. She did. She was a very good cook, as a matter of fact. I recall one Thanksgiving she cooked quail and turkey, dressing, and desserts as far as cake and pie. And my family came out from out of town. Some of them were my nieces, and we all had a great meal there thanks to Cindy's cooking. So she had, I would say she had some fun there in the States, and there were some things that she enjoyed. And like she was saying, our backyard life there was a lot of fun, just hanging out in the house. I also invite some of our friends over for fun. Uh, she had a good group of friends, I would say, from her work area, and most of them were either Filipinos or someone from the Asian country.
Samoans.
And so I didn't have to worry about them infiltrating her with a lot of modern woman, quote unquote, ideas. And so that was fun. She stayed there, I imagine, two over a period of 2 or 3 years, the better part of 2 or 3 years before we returned to Cebu.
Although we have a good life there in the States, when pandemic hit, everything turns gray. So, yeah, I'm gonna turn it to Eric. What happened?
Well, basically, a lot of stores are closed up, and if you didn't have weren't in an essential business, a lot of people were laid off or lost their jobs. And so they also had the closing of a lot of comedy clubs and night spots and activities people would normally go out to attend. And that put a strain on everything. Basically, there was not a lot to do except for you could go out to the park and hang out there. And we would do that and also hang out by the ocean in the Berkeley Bay, which was giving us some kind of relief. But it still has not fully came back to its pre-pandemic life in San Francisco. There are a lot of things that are still not open. Office buildings in San Francisco are completely deserted, and in Oakland as well. So it's slowly coming back as far as entertainment is concerned. But as far as back then, during the pandemic, you couldn't go to the movies.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed going to the movies while we were there. We used to have a movie pass. We'd go to see 2 or 3 movies a week. And so, yes, the restrictions were pretty strenuous on us and all other people across the Bay Area. And we couldn't do much of anything. We couldn't wait to get back to the Philippines.
When the Philippines opened up for travel, we took the opportunity to go back here. And so far, since then, I would say our life is better here, even though with the restrictions or the lockdowns, because we have some other things to do as well here in Philippines. Like,
Well, here we tend to, we like going out to the beach as a source of relaxation for us. That's been a lot of fun, and the club scene here is open up quite a bit. So there's a number of dance clubs and stuff that we go to that are fun things to do. Generally, I think it's a better peace of mind here than we had in the Bay Area overall.
Yeah.
The life here is less stressful. Uh, there's there's not the hamster wheel effect of going to work, coming home, having a little bit of time together, and then going back to work again. And you do that so often, and just waiting for a vacation to wait till your 2, 3 weeks vacation, and you're back to the grind again.
Yeah.
So that is really a big difference here, especially since I'm retired now, have more time on my hands, and so I'm enjoying the stress-free life around here. People seem to be happier and more content. They're content with what they have. They're not necessarily have to be rich, and they're still very happy here. Well, folks, that's about it. We just wanted to brief you on how we were living back in the States and give you a visual of that. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And look out for our next video. And we'll see you then. This is Eric.
And this is Cindy.